Welcome to Sunrise Gardens. Let me catch you up. We'll go back in time to March 22nd, 2019, where you can see all my square beds with the windows on top, protecting my lettuce seeds and other various vegetables. Here's a close-up of one of the beds with the S pattern that I made with all the lettuce seeds. I lifted the window up for a second so you could see. There's another one. Pea plants underneath. I've transplanted from indoors. More lettuce and beans started underneath the windows. Lettuce underneath the windows. Gonna have tons of lettuce this year. Got a cinder block garden I made from a bunch of homemade. I found them behind the house just sitting in the dirt, so I grabbed them all, brought them up, created this thing. There it is again without the soil. Another rectangle bed growing some radishes. Starts downstairs. More starts. More starts. More starts. Kale downstairs. Princess in the window. More starts hardening off in the sun in the window. Peas hardening off. More peas hardening off outside when I can. There it is. Alright, so let's move forward to April 7th. April 7th, the peas, more peas from the inside brought out to this cinder block garden. Radishes during the day with the cover off. Lettuce doing good, still moving, still have the windows on at night. Building a little mini greenhouse, sort of like this one. There's the base. There's an overview, all the windows off during the day. Okay, so that's April 7th. April 18th. Got the kale behind a screen so that the butterflies can't get to it. Lay those little worms on there. Back porch, tons of peas in these bags, and there's a peas from the indoors starts. Basil down there. Cinder block garden's doing good. I installed these stilts in here. Hopefully they climb that up. Asparagus, get about one of these per day in the asparagus beds. More stilts and pea plants. Some cilantro down here. I see the S patterns coming in nice. Get some pea plants. Windows are off. Lettuce is doing good. More Swiss chard and pea plants mixed in. That's the overview. Made a salad. Okay, let's go forward to May 11th. May 11th overview. Things are coming up a little better. Indoor peas that were started early, of course, are taking off. Gonna remember that for next year and just line this whole thing up with a similar method that I used for this one. Kale still protected. Putting that in my salads. More starts outside. About to pot those up. Got some squash and pumpkin and cucumber and eggplant. Corn and tomatoes. Tuscan tomatoes. Got red lettuce and chives and mint. Catnip. Thyme. Okay. Let's jump to today. May 19th, present day. Brought all the pea starts up, put them in the same place. These are the early pea starts. They're doing good. Once again, this is May 19th. All these starts will get potted up or transplanted directly in the garden, one of the two soon. There's a close-up of the pea starts. I've watered them with magnesium and water today. 1 tablespoon of Epsom salts per gallon of water to help the flowering get more peas that way. Hopefully, we'll see. Some pea plants here that were started later, but they're still coming up good. The mint and the Swiss chard and red lettuce is all coming up. Transplant these soon. Got some Swiss chard, more Swiss chard, more Swiss chard in these little small lettuce containers that I get from Giant Eagle. Saved every last one I've ever had, so they come in handy, as you can see. Kale still protected. There's an overview. Some marigold right there in the center. And got the beets flourishing. The peas are climbing. Got a little carrot back here. A little beet right here. Marigold's doing good. Corn. Red lettuces back here in these little pockets. The asparagus beds are creating more asparagus. I let this lettuce grow in there. What the heck? I got some watermelons coming in down here. Picking these scallions for my salads. There's some peas here. Lots of corn coming through in the asparagus bed. Little carrots. Lots of carrots. And then beans and corn and pumpkin and cucumber. All kinds of stuff in that one. It's a new bed built the other day here. Has the tomatoes start transplanted all very deep in that soil. Pretty much buried it. And the pepper plants, just a mixture of a bunch of different types. Jalapeno and bell peppers and hot peppers. And radishes are doing better now that I put some compost in here. And this is all volunteer lettuce. I didn't even plant those seeds. And there's some scallions here that grow every year, so I'd let them grow. There's some radish close-ups. Big squash transplanted in there in the midst of all these peas. And there's some beans over here. Carrots hiding back in there in the corner. This is some Swiss chard struggling here, but hopefully starts growing. Slightly to the right of that, we've got the corn and the cucumbers and things. Broccoli. These two are broccoli. Pepper transplant. And then we've got on the back side of that bed, we've got these little tiny beds here, some volunteer lettuce. And on the side bed here, we've got some beets and some beans, lots of beans, lettuce, peas, lettuce, and beans, and garlic. That's what these long strands are. And here's some more beans at the end of this other bed with some Swiss chard, some spinach also trying to come through. And then we've got the sage and this little sage buddy. There's the lettuce growing really well. Got the spinach down here trying to creep on the side. Some random beans trying to come up. And this is a bed that I just transplanted 4 huge tomato plants. So this is these are all buried very deep in this bed, you know, so their stems are all pretty much buried to create more roots, anchor them in. And we've got a pepper plant just threw in here in the corner because I had this quadrant free, so I transplanted a pepper plant in there. Carrots, pepper, beans, corn. This is pretty much all peas. There's cucumber right here, and there's a corn right here, and there's cilantro through here. This is all lettuce with beans and 1 pea plant climbing over here. More beans over here. And here's another bean plant. Some tiny Swiss chards growing in the little lettuce containers I got from Giant Eagle. More lettuce, more peas growing up the stilts. This one's growing good. Arugula going to seed. Cilantro down in here. More peas and arugula and lettuce in another bed. Me picking enough for a salad and mixing it all up. That was good. Alright, thanks for listening. Bye.